Strangers Prey at Night is the sequel to the 2008 horror film The Strangers, which I'll admit I'm not a big fan of, but I know a lot of people really enjoy that original film. That original film featured 3 killers terrorizing a couple just kind of for the hell of it, and now the sequel, released 10 years later, is basically the same sort of ordeal, although this time we're focused on a family of 4 travelling to a trailer park. What I enjoyed about the original film was the creepy, realistic atmosphere it created that kept you second guessing. The sequel, on the other hand, very much goes full-blown 80s, 90s slasher, where it wears its inspirations on its sleeves like Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Right down to the title sequence, the music, and sadly the horrible cardboard cutout characters. Honestly, this movie would probably fit in quite well with the later Halloween sequels, where you could just slot it into continuity and no one would really be surprised that it's there. The thing that this movie has going for it though is that it knows this, and lovingly pays homage to frankly much better films. It doesn't do anything smart to subvert some of the tropes created by those horror films, where say Cabin in the Woods was a send-up of Evil Dead and basically every horror archetype known to man. Johannes Roberts, the director, still seems interested in keeping within the realm of realism that the first Strangers had, and maintain the sense of mythology that the Masked Killers had, but by trying to stay so closely to its inspirations, it feels like a double-edged sword. Honestly, not much is done to really explore the motivations of our killers or develop them further from the original, which in horror terms, knowing less is always best for your villain. But then again, if Friday the 13th hadn't evolved, we never would have gotten Jason or his iconic hockey mask. In this sense, it's a pretty lousy sequel for fans of the original hoping to see that mythology blowing up. It also doesn't help that our characters are pretty horrendously written and monumentally stupid. I mean, there were a number of moments that I could laugh at the decisions made of someone leaving a gun behind, forgetting their phone, or the old car not starting. So much of it seems intentionally dumb to the point where I felt like we were supposed to be laughing and just going along with the cliche. Because we're here to watch dumb people be killed by psychopaths, right? But at the same time, that feels like a bit of a cop-out, where more clearly could have been done to make us care more about the characters, rather than predictably setting them up to be meatbags, where you can very much telegraph who's gonna live, who's gonna die, and at what point. The moments when characters are dying are thankfully very entertaining, which is what the draw of the movie is. We just want to see some epic, over-the-top kills. That's all slasher fans want. There is one moment, particularly around a pool, that is wonderfully lit and staged, that utilizes a lot of neon glows against a very dark and moody background. It is great to look at and equally as entertaining to watch. In fact, there are a lot of great looking shots in this movie. With pretty much everything taking place at night, you get some incredibly moody lighting, which is great for atmosphere and just creates some awesome badass moments, which for most horror fans is all they're really going to be need for this movie to be a win. One issue I do have with this film being a bit more of a conventional slasher compared to the first one is that with having 4 main targets in the movie, you're left waiting for when the next kill will happen, and things can feel stretched out, even in a film that's under 90 minutes long. Overall, I think The Strangers Prey at Night would get some kicks if you're watching it with some friends late at night on the couch, with a big bowl of popcorn and some drinks nearby, where you're all just ready to watch some incredibly stupid characters do incredibly stupid things, even if it is for the sake of a homage. The Strangers Prey at Night gets a 5.5 out of 10 from me. Guys, I hope you like this review. If you want to see more reviews just like this one, stay right here for your Mono Fix. Bye guys.